We are here for the 3rd annual Walker's Cay Invitational. It's been a great year so far. You were here in the heyday. You were barefoot running on the runway, you know? Tell us about it.
Ian goes, how does anybody else fish in that damn boat with JB in the cockpit?
That's about it.
Yeah, we got our guy Stephen Bush over here hailing out of the great state of Missouri.
Can we start tasting this 130 proof rum? He's like, God damn, man, this shit is strong. Right.
My God, that is beeping delicious.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to leave your problems on the other side of the Gulf Stream and join us on a little piece of paradise that we call home. It's where the bonefish meet the billfish. This is the Walker's Cay Podcast. Here are your hosts, Captain Ian and his first mate, Big Bad John. Take it away, boys. I do all right?
John, was that God? Did we just die?
That comes in and Johnny!
Can we go back to the frigate? Line on the set. Line.
Content of the Walker's Cay Podcast and any words that come out of the mouths of Ian and John do not reflect the values of our Walker's Cay. Who wrote that one?
In a world where there aren't enough podcasts.
Dude, listen to this real quick.
Should get 6 or 7 views. All right.
All right, everybody. Live far here on Walker's, Grand States, wherever you are in the world. Welcome to the Walker's Cay Podcast. Tonight we are brought to you by our sponsors, Killer Doc, Anetic, Pursuit Energy, and Bahamas Tourism. And like I said, that $10, if you shotgun this Pursuit on camera, I will give you $10. So this year, we are here for the 3rd annual Walker's Cay Invitational. It's been a great year so far. We got Mr. Allen and John here sitting with me. Our biggest tournament yet. We have 46 boats. The bar's rolling. Everybody's having a good time. There's been some real big numbers put up. The other day, the Lunatico had 10 bills. There was a lot of fish caught today. There was 27 blues, 2 whites, 16 sails, and a couple barracudas by me and John over there. So, you know. Always good there, you know. So, welcome. We're glad everybody's having a good time. And we got Mr. Allen here with us. And Mr. Allen, let's talk about the full marina, the 3rd year, the most boats we got. What are you thinking? What are your thoughts? How proud are you of the team that put this together?
Let's talk about today first.
Done.
No, let's skip today. We're gonna move on.
So we were trolling naturals, and most of the fish are being caught on lures. So what's your plan tomorrow?
We're gonna go sail fishing on the edge.
Oh, good. Well, I'm going bone fishing. Anyways, no, it's good to be here. This is our third, marlin term. It's hard to believe already. And yeah, Ian said yesterday we had a boat pull in here with 10 flags, and that's good fishing anywhere in the world. So
yeah.
Walker's really showed yesterday. It was awesome. And even though I kind of caught one barracuda today, it was pretty exciting for a lot of boats. I know one boat, Danny Ford, said he had the best fishing days he ever had in his life. And if you know Danny, that is really saying something. So, and the winners today, Grand Slam, yes. Had a terrific day. I think they got 1,850 points.
1,850, 3 blues and a sail. Yeah, they had a real good day.
Yeah.
They had a great day.
But
hopefully we can get one of those guys walking by, Jack or Captain Dave, you know.
We got a few guests. I'm going to get out of here in a minute, but I just want to thank everybody that put this together. This is our biggest one. We had, I think, with 47 boats competing today. Lots of fish caught, I think, over 40 billfish. And this is my one time a year where I get to look down these docks and realize why I took on this venture, and it just pumps me with adrenaline to see all you guys here and the camaraderie. Not a lot of tournaments like this where we can all get together at the end of the dock and bringing back what Walker's used to be in the 70s, 80s, 90s, and thank you, everybody.
Awesome.
So,
Thank
Johnny,
you, Mr. Allen.
Johnny, how are you going to do tomorrow?
The same I did today. Just be ready when the time comes.
Yeah. Maybe you should take your shirt off. That's when we usually catch the most.
Yeah, I guess I'm gonna have to do that. Maybe have a couple alcoholic drinks and see where it takes me.
All right, well, I'm going to bring out one of the legends that follow me. Him and his father are fixtures out here. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Mr. Alan Black.
Bum, ba-da-da.
You didn't tell me I was going to be first.
I like to catch you off guard.
Everybody, Alan Black here, everybody.
What's up, Alan?
Hey there, y'all.
Shake my hand, right?
Love you, bro.
You know, Alan, you're like my older brother, man. You know? So, everybody, if you don't know Alan, his dad is obviously the legend, Billy Black, but Alan's got his own story just as well. Alan's a true legend, Stuart guy, you know, someone who's been super kind to me and John since we've been coming here, since we made friends. A guy you can look up to, a guy who does things right and has a good time all the time. So, Alan, if you just want to brief us on what it was like growing up at Walker's with your dad, a legend, and, you know, how'd that go growing up here? Because you were here in the heyday. You were barefoot running on the runway, you know? Tell us about it.
Well, I was a small child on a small island. It was a good time. I came over here and I'm frozen up.
So it was that good. There's too many stories coming to your head, right? There's too many coming.
I mean, if you can imagine being 10 years old on a very small island with completely free reign, and Billy Black being your father, then that's basically what I did.
Yeah, very epic. And you got the same vibe as your dad, you know, always a good time, always here having fun, always catching fish. You're here on the Blue Moose this year. I know you're
Trust the moose.
There you go. I know. Hopefully, you had a better day than us. If you're willing, tell us about your day a little bit. You know.
Well, we also caught a barracuda.
Whoa! There you go. You're in the Bahamas then. You know.
Yep.
You're in the Bahamas.
It was a good day.
Yeah.
Any day fishing at Walker's Key is an amazing day.
Yeah.
I mean, the water looked beautiful all day. We were, you know, I'm riding backwards this time, but. You know, it was gorgeous. We saw a couple things. We had some events happen.
Yeah.
Who's that?
Something in the back there. Oh, Bubba, you're so short behind these lights. I can't see.
I can't see anything.
Is that Bubba there?
Yeah. So yeah, the day was slow for us as well. So don't worry about that. I know you got a bunch of really good fishing stories with your dad. Come on, what are some of the favorites that pop into your mind? Or doesn't even have to be a fishing story. Some of your favorite stories about either growing up on Walkers or riding with your dad or taking the Duchess over for him last year, you know, or, you know, tell us something that really sticks out to you about this.
Something that really, thank you for bringing that up because I wasn't. Something that really was amazing for me, growing up on the Duchess was awesome. And last year, unfortunately, my dad couldn't come over for the, the World Cup?
The World Cup, yeah.
For the World Cup. And I was able to bring the boat over. And I had been here on the Sunny Boy, and I brought the Duchess over, and pulling into this marina, driving the Duchess, it was an absolutely monumental moment for me. It sucked because my dad wasn't here.
Yeah,
but for him to trust me to take that boat to this island and then to back into that slip with the Duchess was like that.
Very special
awesome.
moment. Yeah.
Yep.
And I remember talking to you. You run a boat called the Why Not a 68 Viking there, and we were dock partners there in Sailfish and Stewart. And you said it was a little slower, but you enjoyed the ride, didn't you? You said it was
we actually caught fish the whole way. You know, my dad told me never run by fish.
Yeah.
And, you know, one of the things that we do a lot these days, we go, you know, these tournaments, we have 60-mile limits, 50 miles in this one.
Yeah.
And you know what? We would have lines out on the way out of the marina, and we would catch fish all the way out. And I can't tell you how much stuff we've caught right in the channel.
Yeah.
Some of the best fish that we've ever caught were right
in the channel.
here On the channel.
Yeah.
Walker's Key
I remember
channel.
that, seeing the
Silky
riggers
channel.
out with the baits out,
Hell yeah.
going
Heck
through the buoys.
Well, that's awesome, Alan. Yeah, and I know there's another special moment that everybody here at Walker's on the first tournament got to experience. Your dad and the boys, Wade won, and the last day you came in and you threatened him there for second place. You got to hang one yourself here, so that was a special moment. I know for me, John, the Allens, everybody around here, just to see that little camaraderie between you two.
We couldn't have worked out any better.
That's a fairy tale, you know?
We couldn't have written that script better. Yeah. And the fish cooperated. The ocean gods, Neptune, who it may be, cooperated.
Yeah.
And my dad, he's not so good with the cell phone. And I'm like, hey, Dad, I'm gonna call you if something happens. As soon as I put that fish in the boat, the cell phone started ringing. He's like, Buckshot, how big is it? I said, Dad, don't worry about it. It's not bigger than yours.
Yeah. And I'm sure that's all that mattered to him, right?
Yeah, 100%, man. We did good, though.
Yeah, that was great. Yeah, and you've been here for every tournament. Yeah, you're on the Sunny Boy the past 2 years. Now you're on the Moose, running the cockpit down there. And just a special time here at Walker's. We got a lot of things going on. You're a Stuart, Florida guy like us. What is, Stuart and Walker's are synonymous. It's 100 miles due east, It seems like most people around are even from Stuart. It's just an epic thing. Why is that? Do you have any ideas? Is it because it's so close, the fishing's good, this is how, we've done it always?
It's a gateway to the Bahamas.
There you go.
It is absolutely the first place that you can come to check into customs, and it's the best fishing anywhere.
Yeah. I mean, that just proved it the other day.
100%, man.
They came in with 10 flags, boats having nine bites, you're not getting
just
that
throughout
anywhere.
the past couple weeks, boats been coming and flying flags every other day, 4 days, 5 days before the tournament even started.
Yep.
Flags were flying every other day. So there's fish out there.
Yeah.
There's
A
fish
lot
out there.
of
They're
fish.
chewing for sure.
Yeah. What is, I know you've caught a lot of fish here. I know your dad's claimed to have seen a couple granders around here. What's the biggest one you think you've seen around here? And we like to embellish a little bit here on the Walker's Cay podcast.
Hey, man. Fishing, drinking, and telling lies.
Hey, there you go.
My dad taught me that one.
Hey, you guys see an 800-pounder in the channel there?
Yeah, absolutely.
left
That's why we
long,
put them
man.
out so soon, right? I had one eat a grouper one day. We've had a couple. I don't know how many people. There's probably quite a few people here that know this, but the original grander has been named Bosco for forever.
Okay.
That's what we call the grander that we've been searching for. And I have seen Bosco a couple of times.
Have you? Yeah.
Yep. Me and my dad let one go that we called 850. And lots of people have seen the video and seen the picture since then, and they said it was a 1,000-pounder.
Really, yeah.
Yep. I had another one on that we had this giant lure back on the days of the Sunny Boy.
Yeah.
And we had this giant lure that we called Bobby Mondavi, which is, everybody knows what Bobby Mondavi is. It was red and black. And this fish came up shaking, and it was on a 130. And unfortunately, we were pre-fishing the day before the tournament.
Of course.
And it was just right. Everything was great. Came up, and it came off about 50 feet from the boat. But that fish was... Terry Hill was my mate on that trip. And he says, that was Bosco. He looked up and he goes, that was Bosco.
Yeah. Oh. All right, I know who I'm looking for tomorrow. Bosco. Wherever you are, we're all coming for you.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. There's a Seinfeld reference in there somewhere. But Well, that's awesome, man. Alan, we're so glad to have you on. It's been great. Your dad's going to be on with Annie for her first podcast, tomorrow on Call Her Captain. So make sure you stay tuned. You come up to the bar, check that out. It's been a blast, Alan. We love you. You're a great guy.
Cheers.
Like I said, you're like me and John's
much,
older
guys.
brother, man. We appreciate having you.
Thanks so much for having me on.
Yes, sir.
Let's
Appreciate
catch
it.
some
Pleasure.
fish.
All right,
That's it,
Alan
man.
Black, everybody.
It's funny, you can't even see
I
anybody.
can't really see anybody else.
For all I know, I'm out here by myself.
Anybody want to talk about their fishing day before we get some other things going? Who's out there? Anybody I know? I can't see anything, to tell you the truth. I think JB's out there. I see a big dude over there standing over. Come on, JB, come in here for a second. All right,
Come
here you go.
on, JB.
This is JB, made on the Duchess there.
Well, it is bright, ain't it?
Hold on, bro.
Ian? John?
Yes,
There you go. Another one of our good guys. JB is the mate on the Duchess with Alan's dad, Billy. He's been a long-time friend of ours, long-time friend of Billy's. We'll keep it short and sweet with JB. He's a little camera shy, but I know you had a day like us and Alan did, so we'll skip off on that. But tell us about your. I know you were new to Walker's Coming when you first started working with Billy. Since the Allens have taken over, what has been your first impressions of Walker's when you guys came? Because you guys came and were anchored up on tied up to the wall before the docks were here. So kind of give us a little story about that and your impressions of what's going on here.
Well, the first time pulling in here, it was a bit surreal because I'd heard stories from my dad for 25 years and had never been here, never got to see the old Walkers. And it was emotional. It was surreal pulling in and seeing it grow and stuff get done over the last few years. It's really wanting to see it, come to fruition for everybody. And it was awesome. I mean, it really was. And especially with Captain Billy Black at the helm. I mean, nobody else I'd rather be with.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well, you picked the right guy to come over with, but I think he picked you from what I've heard the stories, right?
I working on the engines for a couple years, and he kept saying, "Well, we need to get you fishing. Get you fishing. You be a heck of a wire man." And one day,
nothing's pulling you in. I promise. That's why I picked John too. You get a big guy to wire, you know. Bosco ain't pulling him in.
They drove by us today. Ian goes, "How does anybody else fish in that damn boat with JB in the cockpit?"
Well, that's right. That's why Karen calls me the cockpit commander.
I swear the last time you free gaffed or you gaffed it with a flying gaff and had the leader in the other hand, you know?
Right. You gotta stick them big ones hard.
Yeah. So the story we were just talking about with Alan, you were a part of that where he weighed one and you guys weighed one. What did that mean to you? Because you know how special that moment was. Tell us about that a little bit.
Like you say, it was special being a part of that, and I'm glad I was to be able to be with Billy and then Alan when we caught ours on the second day or hooked up on ours second day, and then Alan being right behind us. And
even
watching.
better watching, right?
And watching, and filming. But it was very special being a part of that for Billy and Alan. With Billy and Alan also. It was very special. I mean, I was riding around on the back of the boat and getting emotional myself, just for them. I mean, it really is, because I know how much it means to these guys.
It goes a lot farther than just fishing.
Right. Right. It runs deep. It does. It does.
Well, that's awesome, JB. You're a great guy. We're glad Billy brought you over here to Walker's.
Always stoked to see you.
We've been great friends ever since. We see another Stewart guy, like we said. Stewart and Walker is just synonymous. And, you ever see him over there, man? We love you over there,
Billy. Yeehaw!
Hey, if you want a big one, follow him around. That's what we tried to do today. But
we use Duchess as our teaser today.
That thing hums that boat, and you. I'll have Mackie over there too. Mackie, going on, But all right, JB. We love you, brother.
Captain.
Appreciate it. Boat's looking great.
Love you, brother.
It's humming like it never hummed before,
right.
Good job, JB. Appreciate it.
All right.
Round of applause for JB, everybody.
Catch them up.
All right, you too. Tomorrow's our day, boys. That's right. But now,
or the next.
One of the more important things we're doing, we got a really, really two special guests coming up. We got this new rum here we're going to talk about a little bit. So we got, scooch down.
Jesus. What's up, John?
These producer types, Good Lord.
I'm gonna start sweating here in a second.
Yeah, you can't see anybody. No. All right, so here we go. We got Tom, T-Bone, Talon, Alan was our last podcast guest. And Tom, I'm going to let you go ahead and introduce our next guest here, one of your good buddies, and tell us about it.
Yeah, we got our guy Stephen Bush over here, hailing out of the great state of Missouri. But I've been lucky enough to work with Stephen and unveil our new rum, as you can see what we're all branded here. So it's actually, we're going to, pop some bottles tonight. It'll be the first time, so... I can't thank you enough for all the help, Stephen. Can you tell us a little about the rum?
Yeah, so we got a really great rum here that's made in Nassau. This rum's actually aged in Walker's Cay bourbon barrels for about 6 months, so it's really special. Hand bottled. Thomas and I actually bottled the first ones about a month ago in Nassau. We put the labels on, and this product, it's just sick. I mean, we're really excited about it, and I mean, it's gonna be awesome.
Hell yeah, I think we got a barrel for right back there, right?
Yeah, so tonight we got the barrel strength for everybody to taste. So this is what comes out of the barrel after it's aged 6 months. It's 130 proof, so it's pretty hot.
Yeah, if you ever run out of diesel, you can just put it in there.
Pistol, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, my pistol, yeah.
Put something in the dirt, Johnny, doesn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, so Thomas and I walked in. We had a pretty big night in Nassau, and we walked in at about 11 o'clock, and we started tasting this 130 proof rum. He's like, God damn, man, this shit is strong.
That was like me on the boat today. I was as useful as my grandmother on there.
KB, you're way more useful than
If I didn't see Tom walk on the boat, I wouldn't have known he was there.
I just laid there, and everything that came in came right back out. Thanks to your concoctions.
Yeah, thanks, yeah.
Yeah, we'll shout out Buck Marley. He taught me just beam C all day. You know?
Seakeepers aren't worth a shit, I'll tell you what.
I just don't turn it on. So,
Especially if he knows you're hungover.
yeah, exactly.
Us? Never.
Yeah.
He's done that a couple times to me, man.
That's punishment, yeah. Well, we're real stoked about the Maravilla rum here. If you get a close up there, Bubba. Gosh darn it.
Get on in there, man.
It's got the coin here on it, Walker's Cay beer. The label is
Philip.
amazing. And I believe, tell me if I'm wrong, if you drink the whole bottle and look at the back of the label, there's a treasure map on there, I believe, right?
There actually is a
We're
treasure
giving away
map.
all the secrets, I'm telling you.
Yeah, and there's actually like another what we call Easter egg on the label. So it's actually a cannon puff, what these ships used to signal when one ship got in trouble to signal the rest of the fleet. So if you look closely, you'll see this little cannon puff, and that's kind of another cool Easter egg on this label. There's also a little tear over on the side that you can actually
It's just
feel
right
it.
here, the medallion, right next to the piece of eight, just to the right hand
Zoom in on
side.
that there, Bubba.
Right here,
So,
Bubba.
so the other really cool thing, we've got 3 versions of this label. So there's 3 different distresses. So we're going to be doing some stuff where you can collect all 3 and you get a shirt or whatever. But it's really cool. This label turned out awesome. We're really excited about it.
No, the label's definitely super sick.
Yeah, the label
It is
turned
super
out
badass.
turned out great. The story behind it, the story of the Maravilla, the story of Walker's, the story of Tom, the story of your family, Stephen, coming along, and I mean, you fit in like peas and carrots with this group. You know what I mean? You know? So,
Like JB and Billy.
yeah, there you go. So I think we gotta try it, right? Can we try it?
Yeah, I think we should. I'm trying it right now.
You're
Actually.
trying it right
Yeah,
now.
yeah.
No, we're going to take a swig.
Yeah, let's try it. Let's try it.
All right. You got
Steve, here it is. The last year of work. I appreciate everything.
Cheers, buddy. This took us a year to make this. Cheers.
Hell
Cheers,
yeah.
cheers, cheers.
All right. Cheers, Scott.
Salud.
Here we go. Here we go. All right.
My God, that is beeping delicious.
I know where the Golden Madonna is.
I can't see the map. I can't see the map.
Get it down, John. I think there's blue marlins on the map, you know? So, we want to thank everybody for coming out. We wanted you to get your Maravilla rum. I got an old saying that I learned a long, long time ago when I started fishing. When you have a bad day and you need a bite, you drink this whole bottle and you're real hungover the next morning, you're going to get that big one the next morning. And you put the drunkest guy from the night before in the chair. And it'll work it out of him. So, everybody, thanks for coming. Tom, Steven, we appreciate everybody coming out. Maravilla Rum, Anetic, Killer
Cheers.
Dog.
Cheers, guys.
Pursuit Energy, Brahama Tourism, Walker's Cay, the Allens, producer Bubba, you're no good. Everybody else, congratulations on your day at Grand Slam, hit and run. We're coming after you tomorrow. No Barracudas after this. We love to see everybody here. Thank you, Walker's Nation. Woo! Yeah!
Thanks, Kev.
There you go.
Good job, guys.
Yeah.
Thanks, Steven.